It's about how small we are in comparison to the grandeur of the land, the earth, the universe. Usually if I put folks in there, I try to group them into interesting little abstract shapes. So you kind of keep it, visually interesting. When you get right down to the paint, it may not be a figure, it's like 6 brush strokes, and I like that aspect as well. It sort of just fades into nothing the closer you get to these paintings.
For Josh Bean, a career in art has been an art unto itself. A 1999 FLC graduate, Bean is a working artist for whom change, adaptability, and growth, as well as the U.S. Army and the wildlands of the American West, have been essential to his success. And that eclectic, self-created path was enabled by his ability to carve his own academic vision at Fort Lewis College. Today, Bean is a painter, gallery owner, teacher, and author, fulfilling dreams he had since he was a kid. Bean lives in Salida, Colorado, a town of 5,000 souls surrounded by the mountains, rivers, valleys, and big skies that inspire and populate much of his work. But his way there was a meandering path. What made you choose art?
Well, since I could hold a pencil, I was always drawing, and cartoons were my thing. I loved, animation. I loved, Bill Watterson and Calvin and Hobbes, and eventually I figured art was going to be a good foundational thing to study. There, I went into the fort after having been in the Army. For the tuition costs with the GI Bill, I could stay, well in the green. I was looking at what does Disney look for when they're perusing their resumes and stuff. And they wanted a lot of figure drawing, and they wanted to see strong inventive skills. The education that I was working with at Fort Lewis jived with that. I could take figure painting and figure drawing over and over and over again and still maintain credits in that field. I just thought I wanted to go into animation so bad, and then I was in that field and working full-time, and it turns out they want a little more time than full-time, and then I took a painting class in one of these little night classes to kind of tune up my skills and stuff. And I just realized, whoa, this is maybe what I was born to do. And I switched gears, and at that point I had paid off any loans and debts that I had. It was a good way to segue back to Colorado and really start pursuing plein air painting primarily, getting outdoors. My favorite all-time thing to paint is alpine, and from right in Salida, you just have access to some of the best of it. You're getting curveballs from Mother Nature in terms of the weather and the lighting, the time of day, season, wind sometimes, bugs sometimes, but all in all, the lighting effects that Mother Nature serves up are just the greatest source of inspiration for me. When you're in the animation field, it can be a lot of fun, but it felt like I was always making somebody else's dreams come true, and I really want to kind of work on me and figure out how to make my dreams come true. And Colorado in general, and the fort and the Army has all combined to help my being, work it out and work on myself in order to work for myself. And so I'm very grateful for all of those opportunities.